All right, today we're reacting to Delusional Woman Thinks That She's a 10 by Whatever Podcast Clips. Shouts out Whatever Podcast. I've never watched your stuff before, but it looks like it's going to be good. It's 8 minutes long, so without further ado, let's get into it. All right.
Scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate your appearance? What do you rate your looks on a scale of 1 to 10? I'm going to ask everybody.
I don't know, like a 7.
Oh, okay.
Like 6.3.
Why would you not rate you guys a 10?
Now, me, I like her confidence because, again, if I feel like I'm that guy, I would rate myself a 10. My confidence has to be a 10. But then, if I'm going to if I'm being realistic, I know there's room for improvement and there's always room for improvement. But, you got to have the confidence of saying you're a 10. So, I kind of agree with her for that. Now, let's get back into it.
Like, we should be rating ourselves a 10.
But if they ask for you to back it up, hey, man, you got to back it up.
Shania Twain.
What? Thank you. I have like my days where I'm like an 8, and then my days where I'm like a 6.
I love myself like at 15, but I know that every now and then I'm like, okay, I got a little puff because I had caffeine or something. Like,
Yeah, you're allowed to look rough every now
fair
and
enough.
then.
Yeah.
Fair enough, yeah.
So when you say,
Yeah.
so you're a 10.
I rate myself a 10, yeah.
Looks?
Okay. I agree with what this lady has said. She seems like she got a good head on her shoulders. You got to feel like you're that. But again, you got to know that you're something else. I feel like I'm a millionaire. I feel like I'm a billionaire with Bill Gates. But realistically, I'm struggling sometimes. I can feel like I'm a 10. But I know I'm not where I want myself to be. I want to get a bigger body. I want my hairline to grow back in. That's why I'm going to try minoxidil. I want to get better facial hair, stuff like that. Clear up this acne. And then I feel as if like I'm 10 worthy. But right now, I'm still in my phase of trying to transition to that 10. Let's get back into it.
Not confidence, like just looks.
For my
Larry
taste,
Law super chatted $49.99. A same-day flake is a clear indication of lack of genuine burning desire, let alone a blatant indication of disrespect. Women break rules for alphas, make excuses for betas, no second chances.
Oh, they're in the kitchen.
Facts.
They're in the kitchen doing
look,
the podcast.
Occasionally a flake is legitimate. Like 1 out of 1,000 times, I would say. But, I mean, yeah, you can keep starring those, Carson. Go ahead. But,
I admire you and your answer.
Oh.
I think it's really nice.
yeah, so, okay, the 10 thing. 10. Huh?
10 thing.
fire away.
Do you,
Yeah.
oh, you could, do you want me to rate you? Is that what you're asking?
No.
Because I wouldn't do that.
No, no.
I
no,
wouldn't
Yes,
do
you
that.
would. I feel
You
like
can
yes,
if you want
would.
to.
With permission, I would do it.
No, you can.
No.
With permission, I would
You
do
can,
it.
yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, what do you think he's going to rate her? I think he's going to rate her like a 4 or at highest a 6. But definitely like a 4. I'm thinking 4.
I don't mind.
Well, first, before I rate anyone, I consider myself like 6 on a good day.
Okay.
I say
Respect to him.
6.9 on a good day.
Can I just say something before you go ahead?
Yeah.
You know why you do that?
Why?
Why everybody rates themselves as 6 or 8 or whatever? Because they are afraid of being arrogant. And it's not arrogant to be confident, to like yourself and to like your appearance.
But okay, there's a difference between confidence and thinking that you're on par with the most beautiful women in the world.
True. But beauty is, well, it's beautiful for you. It can.
She laughing. She cook it up. She knows she about to get rated low. Let me think. Who is the baddest girl in the room? I have to say, for me personally, it would be her and her, for sure. I'm going more her because I like taller women, but she's a close second. I don't mean to objectify women, by the way. I'm just going off my beauty standard. I'm sorry if you feel some type of way. Let's get back into the video.
Be not beautiful for me. So it depends on the person.
What's
I don't mean to make anyone
what's
uncomfortable.
going on here? You kind of had like a moment.
Oh no, it's
Like-
just because to me, like, with someone is very pretty, but when you're talking about beautiful, like, and this is also just my opinion, someone who's beautiful has like an amazing inside as well as the outside. Someone who is truly lovely on the inside just glows, and that
Right.
to me is beautiful.
Right.
And that's very objective, because maybe someone that I think is just amazing and
Yeah.
a great person is beautiful. Someone else think, oh no, they're not my taste. Like, it is really,
Yeah.
you're right. It's all opinions.
Yeah.
True.
All
But
personal
You're
preference.
saying someone
Eh.
who's beautiful on the inside, it would manifest on the outside?
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely.
Come on.
No,
Come
I
on.
truly, I will stand by
Stop the
that.
cap.
Come on.
No, I will stand by that. I will. You can roast me. You can do whatever you want.
Who's the woman who just got appointed to the Supreme Court? What's her name? Do you guys know what her name is? What's her name? The lady. Can anyone in the chat? Who's the lady who got appointed?
All right, bro. Do your
I'm just
stick,
trying
bro.
to- so an obese woman, even if she feels beautiful on the inside, do you think people on the outside will agree with your assessment that she's physically beautiful?
I don't speak for anyone but myself, and a few of my friends I know think the same way. But it doesn't matter, even if you're obese, whatever. But I think beautiful has everything to do with your heart and your inside. So
Oh, she got PR trained before she came on. Hey, shouts out to her for getting PR trained. She know what she talk about. She's what them she crit walking on the answers. Yeah.
whether you're overweight or very skinny, whatever, that doesn't matter.
Well, you can still be a moral and a good person if you're overweight, but we're talking about something very specific here. We're talking about physical looks. We're talking about your looks, your appearance.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think having a positive disposition can make you, to some degree, more physically attractive. For example, if let's say there's a really good-looking man or even a really good-looking woman, but they're scowling all the time, they're like me, they're jaded and toxic, it's going to reduce their physical appeal to some degree. If someone's really nasty and it like
yeah.
they kind of like always just, it will have a bit of an impact, but like at the end of the day, an obese woman is not, and I'm not saying you're obese, by the way, but I'm just using it as an example. Someone who's obese, very few people, generally speaking, would say that they are physically attractive.
I mean,
I don't know, because I've seen some pretty beautiful bigger women, so I can't really say that that's true, because based off what we go off, a lot of women are obese, height to weight ratio. The women that I like, the girls that we got that have like the curvy figure, they're not really healthy. They're not the official health standard, because the official health standard is like, model-esque. They want you to be real thin. I'm real thin. I'm considered healthy, but my friend, he's built a little bit bigger than I, but I think he's really healthy. My cousin, he's like 270, 6'4", 6'6". I think he's considered healthy. He goes to the gym more than me. So I'm just like, I don't know.
I mean, that's everyone's opinion. Some people.
It is
some
what
people-
it is everyone's opinion, or
like, everyone has an opinion. Everyone is entitled to their opinion. Like, everyone is going to have a different one. But what you said about how some people, like, when they're beautiful, that's exactly why I started to get my perspective shift. Like, someone who is like, oh wow, she's so beautiful, but she's just really not nice. It shows.
Right.
Versus someone who, I don't know, has put in the work to develop and grow themselves. It shows as well.
yeah,
Right.
and certainly like if you're outwardly, like for example, a woman who's just very joyful and kind of effervescent and has a positive disposition, it does add to some degree, like, I'm not sure exactly.
I agree. I know what he's trying to say. So, say you get home from work, right? You would rather come home to somebody who's joyous and happy and loving versus somebody who's toxic and wants to argue all the time. I agree. Let's get back into it.
how to articulate it, but it does, and maybe it has to do with if she smiles more, because someone who smiles can just through the act of smiling you
There's psychology.
more physically attractive. Where if you're just got a fucking
Yeah.
nasty face on you, it's just like. So I kind of get what you're getting at, but if you lined up, for example, and we're speaking in generalities here. For example, is it wrong to say that humans have 10 fingers? Are some humans born with 11 fingers?
Yeah.
It's rare. But it's not wrong to say that humans have 10 fingers. So in the same way that you might say, well, generally speaking, X about something, are there exceptions? Sure. But you have to kind of go off of the general rule. So
I think he's trying to lead him. He's trying to lead her into saying this about this beauty standard. I believe. Let's go back into it.
And I respect your point. I guess the reason I'm fighting against it is because I was raised in a career during like young childhood where it was nothing but comparison to other people and saying you're not as good as so and so, and I just thought it was so horrible to think that way. So I have done everything I can to see it in a different way and inspire that in others.
Gotcha. Are we? No, okay, let me do these soup chats. Yo, Matt Poole, thank you for the $20 soup chat. If women are like employers in dating.
Barnito
Oh, oops,
Sandry
let me
just
hide
super
that.
chatted $50. Being overweight isn't just an outward appearance. Being overweight is indicative of guaranteed health problems and a sign of problematic personality traits.
Not always true. People tend to bloat. People bloat. People come out the womb heavy. Now, are we talking about adults? If we're talking about adults, then I would kind of agree. I would agree to that.
Your thoughts? Thank you, Bernito. Sandriguez.
The personality trait.
And it's weird. It's like she's the group leader because she's the only one talking. Everybody else is not talking and letting her go. But with that being said, that's the end of the video. This is we got. Oh man, if y'all like this, these type of content when we reacting to them, I think this is all very weird. Having them in the kitchen doing all this. There's a little dial there. I don't know what's going on. But if y'all want to watch more of this, let me know. With that being said, we're out. I always wonder like how much they get paid for this. Do they get paid a bag? Because if so, let me on. I want to get paid too. All right, that being said, we out.